Welcome back, Samurai, to another episode of Chippin'In with Kazuliski, where I answer subscriber questions. It's been a highly eventful and exciting week as far as Cyberpunk 2077 has been concerned. Also, many new Samurai have subscribed to the channel, so I wish to extend a thank you for joining me on this journey in Night City. In terms of channel updates, as explained in a previous video, as an adjunct to the Cyberpunk 2077 Red and 2020 content, I will also be covering Baldur's Gate 3 news and lore. To quote Major Motoko Kusanagi, over-specialize and you breed in weakness. It's slow death. Now that the pleasantries are out of the way, let's get to those subscriber questions. I'd like to know if the PS4 version of Cyberpunk will be censored due to Sony policies. So far, CDPR are not aware of any censorship for the PS4 version of the game, except for regional variations which happened with the Witcher 3 series as well. Do you think your choice of childhood hero is who we see throughout the game? Like in the trailer, if Johnny Silverhand was chosen, that's why we see him. At this moment in time, I don't believe it will. My reason for this line of thought is that Johnny Silverhand has been described as the second most important character in the game. Keanu also has the most dialogue in the game after V, so Johnny is integral to the plot and has a special relationship with Alt Cunningham. Why no North American physical copies of the game's collector's edition or regular copy? CD Projekt Red have announced they are working to fix this. This initial decision may have been due to the North American distributor and not a decision made by CDPR. I wonder if the choice you made for childhood hero like Cyberware, Arasaka, Morgan Blackhand or Johnny Silverhand, your story will somewhat involve them. For example, like in the cinematic trailer when V woke up to a hologram of Johnny Silverhand. Hi Dawn answered a similar question earlier. Is Jackie getting killed a canon thing in the game, or that was just for the sake of the trailer? The events shown in the cinematic trailer will be playable in the game. On the topic of Jackie's death, that has not been confirmed yet, but it is implied that the player's choices will impact on certain outcomes. As someone who's only experienced with pen and paper games as a short time playing D&D 5th edition, what course of action should you suggest for getting into the world of the Cyberpunk tabletop game? Like, where should I start? What do I need to know and what do I need to have? I would appreciate any recommendations, so thanks. At this moment in time, I would wait for the release of the Cyberpunk Red Jumpstart kit from Artel Soaring Games on August 1st. Mike Pondsmith and RTG have specifically designed the kit for those who are new to the Cyberpunk tabletop game. They've also improved upon a myriad of their gameplay mechanics from 2020. As good as 2020 was, the book was published in 1990 and not all aspects of the game have aged particularly well. I just want to expand my group of friends, preferably equally as enthusiastic about Cyberpunk. Is that too much to ask? Also, do you have any more in-depth information on whether we can traverse more than just Night City? Yes, there will be areas outside of Night City described as the Badlands. These are generally inhabited by nomads, including the notorious Raven Schiff. Why is Keanu Reeves so breathtaking? Hey, it's Keanu Reeves. What else can I say? A cool guy, talented actor. Will there be unique clothing sets like how the school sets were handled in The Witcher 3? Unlikely that it will mirror Witcher 3 exactly, but yes, I suspect there will be unique clothing sets. Do you think we'll have the option to somewhat blow off the main quest? Like decide we want minimum involvement and purposely fail quest as in New Vegas? I don't recall purposely failing any of the quests on the critical path in Fallout New Vegas, so cannot comment. Will you see Ghost of somebody else if you have chosen his childhood hero Morgan Blackhand or Cyberware Arasaka? Or will Johnny appear regardless due to chip malfunction and your childhood hero choice has a different implication like a different dialogue option? Unknown. As explained previously, Johnny is integral to the plot, so I don't think that will change depending on which childhood hero you choose. It's quite possible the childhood hero choice may impact on dialogue options. I cannot believe this, Jumbo. Wait, what was my question? Thanks for chipping in, Ravenstar. Two sides to this question. Thoughts on 1. The voice actors for male and femme V. 2. Your thoughts on how uniquely each will play. I guess I'm wondering if they'll make everyone respond to you the same regardless of gender to the detriment of realism for the sake of trying to show they support equality, or whether they'll just focus on being fair and not sexist, sure, but also somewhat realistic. I'm asking because I found Assassin's Creed Odyssey struggled a bit with this and would love to see Cyberpunk 2077 evade it. Jeremy Lay as the voice of FemV is amazing as far as I am concerned. Fantastically talented voice actress, and someone who I've liked for many years, particularly as Lucy Hartvillier in Fairy Tail. As for male V, yes, it sounds good, although the voice actor is currently unknown. CDPR have confirmed that regardless of which one you go with, all the main content should be available to both characters. It will impact upon reactions, a few dialogue and romance options. As for Assassin's Creed, I have not played it, therefore cannot make a comparison. Do you have a time limit to start and complete missions in Night City, or can you roam as much as you want? Thanks, Jumbo. Currently unknown. Will there be a gore and violence filter? If so, can we cyber murder said filter? Currently unknown. Kaz, do you think that the main story could vary in base of each childhood hero chosen by the player? Yes, I think the childhood hero will influence the critical path. How the balls is Johnny alive? It was never stated at the end of the Fourth Corporate War that Johnny was dead, and no one found a body. It was assumed that he died because he was shot by Adam Smasher, and then the nuclear demolition charge destroyed the Arasaka Tower, but the body was never found, nor was the death confirmed. As for age, Mike Pondsmith talked about this topic in the past. He looked at the top 10 reasons why people currently die in our society, and then went back to Cyberpunk 2020 and found ways to counteract approximately 80% of them through cyberware or nanotech. If you have the money, the average lifespan would be around 130, so the new middle age would be around 70. Technology also exists to extract a person's ghost via Soul Killer, then download it into a cloned body. So Johnny still being around in 2077 is completely fine lore-wise. In the new cinematic trailer, I thought I heard hip-hop. Do you have any info on the different genres of music in the game that might influence the cyberpunk world, or just lore in general? If I recall correctly, CDPR's explanation for music was that the sound palette is raw, dirty, synthesized, sometimes even futuristic. It will be rebellious, ballsy, and impulsive. In the past, Brian Mancher and Melissa Reese were supposedly working with CD Projekt Red on the Cyberpunk 2077 soundtrack. If you're not familiar with these names, they previously were members of Guns N' Roses and have worked on various game soundtracks, including Mortal Kombat. Are there other cities like Night City in the world of Cyberpunk? Night City is somewhat unique. Is there a chance to get an official games guide when the game comes out? Currently unknown. I believe that one was by Piggyback Games. Aside from being collector's items, printed guides are increasingly becoming redundant with the availability of online information. I think that is why Prima Games recently shut down. I suddenly realized, say if they did a heavy cyberware modification for a mission, do we still get our humanity cost back if I change V back to the look before the modification once I'm done with that mission? Not privy to the mechanics, but yes, regaining humanity was an option back in 2020. Do you think the game would be split into multiple maps like something like The Witcher, Freeze White, Orchard, Valence, Skellige, Novigrad, etc.? Or do you think it will be seamless transitions when travelling between the various districts of Night City? We've already heard there will be no loading screens in Cyberpunk 2077, and as I write this, I wonder if the no loading screens applies to fast travel, or if there will even be fast travel. Currently have no info on potential maps or fast travel. I suspect CDPR are going for seamless transitions. Is Cyberpunk going to be censored in the Middle East, particularly Saudi Arabia, because we have a history of banning inappropriate games such as GTA and The Witcher, but the game was available for pre-order in the PlayStation Store? Yes, I fully expect it to be censored in most countries in the Middle East region. I suspect it will be banned in Saudi Arabia. I can't wait to eat a cheeseburger on this game. McDonald's, does it exist? Most likely McDonald's did not survive the collapse of America. How did you become interested in cyberpunk as a genre? My journey into cyberpunk began in 1995 when I watched Ghost in the Shell. Basically fell in love with Major Motoko Kusanagi and Masamune Shiro's work and became interested in cyberpunk as a genre after that. FemV all the way, babe. You clearly have good taste, samurai. I want this game for next gen. Do you think they'll release it for next gen? Should I wait? No, don't wait, play it when it comes out. Yes, I suspect it will eventually come out on next gen, with cosmetics like the tiger furs and snake scales being an option for player characters. Currently unknown, but I suspect some exotic modifications might be available. I just wanted to ask you, do you think the nuke that did not go off in the Arasaka Tower will play a part in the Cyberpunk 2077 story? If so, is that what Johnny Silverhand meant by burn a city? Yes, I believe that the undetonated nuke will play a role in the plot, but that might be Cyberpunk Red rather than 2077. I don't think Johnny would personally want to nuke Night City though. I can't wait for this game, and can we go full cyber and become even those humanoid creatures that are modifications? Full Borg seems unlikely, as CDPR confirmed you cannot have enough cyberware to reach the same level as the Maelstrom, for example, and they were not full body conversions. What cyberware are you most excited on getting for FemV? And will you go for a FemV and Jackie romance? Just curious, always stay awesome, Chumba. As far as I'm aware, Jackie already has a girlfriend, nor does he particularly appeal to me even as FemV. In terms of cyberware, that's a difficult one. Back in 2020, I generally went with bioware upgrades rather than chrome, so things like nanosurgeons, muscle and bone lace. Kuroshi optics is considered mandatory already. I intend to play 2077 multiple times, so we'll be trying all the different playstyles and builds. Do you think Siri will be part of the main storyline? Most likely not, Chumba. The Motoko Kusanagi cosplayer featured on the thumbnail is the highly talented Russian cosplayer Shirogane. Hey Samurai, I'm Kazuliski, and I hope you found this Q&A to be informative. Are you interested in more Cyberpunk 2077 content? Then be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions or feedback, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you for chipping in.